What's up, family? Hey, I want to have a real heart to heart with you guys about a few things, okay? This is going to get real deep, okay? Stay with me. We're going somewhere. I promise you that this is going to apply to you in your life. Stay with me. Here we go. If you know anything about me, you know that I love the Asian culture. I've spent quite a bit of time in Japan, Okinawa, um, South Korea, China, Hong Kong. Um, just love the culture. If you also know me, you know that I love the book, The Alchemist. I am an alchemist. I believe in alchemy, you know, and I believe that that applies to our lives, whether you know it or not. Stay with me. We're going somewhere. There's a process that I learned while I was in Okinawa or Japan, and that process is kintsugi. Kintsugi. I'll spell it in the comment area down there. And that's the process of taking broken pottery. Talking about alchemy. Stay with me. That's the process of taking broken pottery and making it expensive, making it more valuable, putting it back together. Okay? This is the process of our life. Stay with me. Every single one of us. That piece of pottery is symbolic of our lives. I'm going to say that again. That piece of pottery is symbolic of each and every one of our lives. And what happens and what they do is they'll take a piece of pottery and they'll intentionally break it, or it could drop an accident and break, or whatever the case may be. It doesn't matter how it breaks. The reality, sometimes in life, people intentionally hurt you. And sometimes in life, you get accidentally hurt. You get hurt by accident. You know what I mean? And so, again, it's not important how you get hurt, how you become broken. The fact is, you become broken. The fact is, you get hurt, whether it's intentional or not. And so, what happens is they'll take that piece of pottery and they'll put it back together. Okay? They'll take some glue and they'll put it together. And they'll hold it in place. And then they'll take a small file and they'll smooth down the rough edges. Stay with me. We're going somewhere. And then they'll take some gold. And I learned some things about gold. They'll take gold and they'll heat it up. They'll put gold in the fire. And the funny thing about gold is gold cannot burn. I'm going to say that again. Gold cannot burn. It softens. You can liquefy it, but you can't burn it. All that you do by adding heat to the gold is eliminating the impurities, getting rid of everything that's not gold that has been attached to the gold. Stay with me. We're talking about alchemy. We're talking about our lives. And so often we go through life, we go through things in life that, man, it feels like we're going through the fire. You know what I mean? It's like, man, everywhere we turn is like we're in hell. We're going through hell. You know what I mean? And if you haven't been through that process yet, keep living. I guarantee you're going to go through that process because it's a human process. Every single one of us goes through this, okay? And so the gold becomes liquid. And they'll take the gold and they'll fill in the cracks on the piece of pottery. Stay with me. They'll take the gold that's been liquefied and they'll fill in the cracks of that piece of pottery. The crazy and amazing thing about this process is, in life, so often we look at the places where we've been broken and we say, man, we're damaged goods, we're unlovable, and we got all this stuff that we've gone through, and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. You know what I mean? We've all gone through things, you know. If you've seen some of my videos, you know the hell that I've gone through, you know what I mean? But what happens in this process of kintsugi is that they'll take gold and fill in those cracks. The cracks that tore the pottery piece into pieces, where it has been separated, where it had been damaged, has now become the most expensive parts of the pottery. What do I mean by that? The pottery piece of pottery was damaged goods until they added the gold to the cracks. When we go through life and we go through the processes of being broken, going through the process of being burned, just going through the hell, going through, the stuff that we go through, to get rid of the rough edges, to humble us, to mold us into becoming the person that we came here to be. Now that we understand the process, now that we understand why we went through what we went through, now that we're humble, now that we're grateful, now that we're appreciative, now that we understand life, now we're able to take our stories, our damaged goods, or our experiences, and use those to be a beacon of hope, a beacon of love, and a role model and a mentor to other people that are going through similar processes. Again, it is through our brokenness, it's through our damaged goods that we become valuable, that we become expensive, that we become priceless. So as you look over your life and you look at where you're at and you're looking at how you've been broken and you're just shattered and you've, whatever the case may be, understand the process. Understand this process. It's all good. It's all part of the process. You've been broken. It's part of the process. You've been cracked. It's part of the process. It's all part of the process. So that gold can be added to you so that you can be far more expensive, far more valuable than you were previously. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.